Welcome back, YouTube. My name is Nigel MrSchroeter, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to obtain a large amount of credit quickly. So if you do not know, I have amassed over 70,000 in personal credit on my personal credit report with over 20 trade lines reporting, meaning that I was able to obtain a lot of credit relatively quickly at a young age. So I have the correct formula to help you obtain credit quickly at a young age. But I want you to understand, as we're going through this journey, I'm going to be as frank as I can be with you, and make sure that I am completely transparent. So by being transparent, I want to tell you, how do you build credit quickly and a large amount of credit quickly? The quick, sure, fast answer is you don't. Okay, building credit quickly is something that it doesn't happen. You don't instantaneously get credit, okay? You can't just say, okay, boom, I'm going to walk in a bank. I'm going to have nothing on my credit report, and they're going to approve me for a $5,000 Visa signature card today. That doesn't happen, okay? There are rare instances where, if your last name is Gates, that may happen. However, in most situations, that does not happen. So if you are the general typical person and you're trying to figure out how to build credit quickly, how can you do it? I'm going to tell you how you can accelerate the process and do it quicker, but I'm not going to give you a instantaneous, oh, this is going to work tomorrow. You're going to instantly wake up with $50,000 in credit. No. All right. If someone's telling you that, they're lying to you. So, like I said, number one, understand you don't build credit instantaneously. There is no way, there's no secret magical formula that you're going to wake up tomorrow with, $70,000 in trade lines. Doesn't happen. All right. Number two, understand this. The more money that you have, the more easily you're going to be able to build your credit, and the quicker you're going to be able to build your credit. Why? Because the more money that you have, the more you can use those resources to obtain secured credit. So you can get secured credit lines, you can get secured credit cards, secured loans. By being able to secure those credit cards and loans, the bank is going to see that you have money that you are able to put at your disposal to spend at a later time in order for them to lend you money. And banks feel most comfortable lending money to those who do not need it. So understand that if you're able to go and open up, 5 secured credit cards with, $5,000 down, and then 5 secured loans with $5,000 down, and you can put, $50,000 in trade lines on your credit report, your credit report is going to grow a lot quicker for you to be able to go 6 months down the line or a year down the line and obtain larger lines of credit compared to someone who could only do one $200 card or one $500 card or $1,000 card, So understand that. As well as you need to understand that in doing such, you need to ensure that you're getting the appropriate secured lines for the profile you want to build. Now, moving forward, the next thing that you need to know is that you need to have a team when you're building credit. What do I mean by that? Having a team is having people that are going to hold you accountable on your credit journey, that you're going to hold them accountable, and that you're going to be able to collaborate with these people to build credit. So if I go and get a $500 authorized user card, and my friend goes and get a $500 primary card, and my friend goes and gets a $500 primary card, if they're being responsible and I'm being responsible, we can trust each other. We can both add each other as authorized users, and now we're essentially doubling the impact on our credit report without adding hard inquiries. So understand that if you're building with a team or you're building with a partner, you're able to build your credit report a lot faster and put a lot more trade lines on there, whether they're primary or authorized user trade lines, which is in turn going to build your credit score much faster than you trying to do it by yourself. So just understand those advantages as to dealing with a team. There can be disadvantages if your team members are not holding up their end of the bargain. So if they're letting their utilization go high, or if they're getting late payments, and then that's going to negatively impact both of you. So you have to build with a team and hold each other accountable and both be responsible. And if you notice that your teammate is slipping, you're either going to have to assist them or you're going to have to cut off that trade line so that it doesn't negatively impact you. Now, moving forward, build your personal credit as well as your business credit at the same time. I can't say this enough. When I first started out building my credit, I didn't know anything about business credit. I didn't know that it existed, so I didn't have that opportunity. So I had to go back later on and build business credit and had to personal guarantee with my personal credit in order to build that business credit. Whereas had I been building them both at the same time, my business profile may have been stronger where I wouldn't have had to personal guarantee as much, as well as, I would have been able to have larger business trade lines at this point in time because my business trade lines would have matured over this time frame. So that's something you definitely want to check out, is building that business and personal credit. Moving forward, you want to be responsible. And I can't say this enough. If you're going to start building credit and you want to build it quickly, you need to be responsible, because that 1 30-day late payment that you get is going to take all of your hard work and throw it down the drain, because you can't get rid of it for 7 years at a minimum, unless your bank agrees to take it off. So understand that at a minimum, you're going to have 7 years that's going to still be reporting. And it's going to impact your credit report for at least 4 years before it starts to, kind of deteriorate. So understand the importance of being responsible. High utilization. I have people all the time, they call me, they're like, how do I get rid of high utilization? You pay it. There's no other reasonable answer there. You have to pay it down, and paying it down is not easy. It's going to take grinding. It's going to take hard work. There are ways to mask it and hide it for a while, but after a while you can't hide it anymore. It's just going to boom, pop out. And when it pops out, creditors are going to start to pull their money. Like I said, banks like to lend to people who don't need their money. They don't like lending to people that need their money. And last but not least, going into being responsible, please, please, please keep your personal utilization low. If you want to build your report quickly, you need to keep your utilization low. In the past, especially, people would say, oh, you only need to pay your cards down when you're ready to go apply for another card. Now that's not working. There's banks that are pulling your credit report for, 6 months or a year prior. And when you go to apply for them, that's the reason for denial. They're like, oh, you've had high utilization for 10 out of the past 12 months. So we know this game. We've already figured this out. We know what you're doing. And we understand this hustle. So by us understanding it, we're not going to let you get away with this anymore. So understand that your utilization is extremely important to getting approved for large amounts of credit quickly. So with that being said, as always, thank you guys for being a part of the family. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope that you gained some information from this video that's going to be beneficial to you. And we will see you guys in the next one. We love you all.